And we should be live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rollsicle. I'm one of the hosts of the channel. My name is Nathaniel, and I'm joined by my lovely co-host in Ashley. Say hi.
Hi.
We are just a couple of nerds sharing our hobbies with you guys, and one of those hobbies is magic. We've been working our way up in the world of Magic Draft. We used to do a video series here on the channel. Sort of adapted that video series into streams of drafting for Road to Mythic. The highest we ever got on there was gold, so we're kind of tied for that, if you will. We go into Mastery here, and I promise we'll jump into a draft pretty quickly for you guys. But if we go into Mastery and Orbs here, it tells us we have probably, 28 days? Look at that, nailed it. 28 days left of Edge of Eternities. So 4 weeks left of Edge of Eternities to get those final drafts in. And I'm currently at level 32 of the Mastery Pass with hopes of getting all the way to 60. But the big kicker really being get to all the gems. And the next gem reward, or the last gem reward, I should say, is at level 49. So even if I don't get all the way to level 60, really level 49 is the big cutoff so that I get enough gems. That being said, here pretty soon, I'd say after like 1 or 2 more drafts, basically the next time I hit 0 gems, it's going to be time to start only gold drafting to ensure that we have the gems to buy the next Mastery Pass. Because we are going to have to get up to 3,500. So that is going to be a bit of a tough spot. And we'll want to definitely give ourselves a couple weeks to get there. I mean, it's okay if we start out and we don't have it yet. If we start out, the new pass hits and we're at like 2,000, then it's like, okay, well, you save up gems for a couple weeks and then you buy the Mastery Pass once you're a couple weeks in. Oh, yeah. But just should note, we've definitely used a lot of resources on Edge of Eternities, and that's fine. Like, I'm happy to have done that. We will have to just see how Spider-Man hits this front anyways. But yeah, we're here, we're drafting. It's been a little bit since we streamed draft, and that is mainly because we had to save up some resources. We had drafted down to being unable to draft on pretty much all of our accounts. And so now we are at 14,000 gold, which isn't a whole lot, but it is enough to do one, count it, one limited draft here. So we will go ahead and jump into not Alchemy. Almost clicked on Alchemy because they're the same picture, which is a little annoying. But yeah, we've done a lot of drafts of Edge of Eternities at this point, between Arena and in person. Mainly Arena, though.
Mainly Arena.
So yeah, we've barely even opened our actual physical cards. We came, I don't know if I have the right to say close, but relatively close to making both a box and an Arena open. I mean, we went like 4 wins on both of them, and we needed like 5 or 6 wins, or sorry, 6 or 7 wins or something. So we got over halfway on each of those, which isn't too bad considering it's our first go around. But there is something to be said about the amount of resources that gets poured into those. 100%. We've done at least, because we did, what did I do? I entered 3 of those things because I did 2 attempts at the box. Yes. And 1 Arena open. So you combine those and you start going, that's what, like 15,000 gems or something? So we probably won't be in a position to be able to drop that many anytime soon again, but no. But you know what? YOLO, we have a video up on the channel if you guys want to check it out of my first ever Arena open attempt. So like I said, did pretty good. I guess I spoiled it there, but you can still go check it out, see how we did, what cards we opened, that sort of thing. If you guys are seeing this on the channel and haven't subscribed, liked, commented, any and all of it's greatly appreciated. At the time of recording, we are on the road to 200, but I wouldn't be too shocked if by the time this makes it to YouTube, we're there. I mean, these things sometimes take time to come out. I know we have some streams in reserve, because we were streaming pretty often there, and we have a whole Borderlands series that we kind of have in reserve as well. Did you get those transferred over?
No.
Oh.
I love you, but no.
Okay. You just planning on doing that at some other point? Or because we don't want to lose them.
I'm going to do it tonight after this.
Okay. So yeah, If you guys haven't seen any of them yet, we have a Borderlands series with the lovely All West 007. It's an honor to collaborate with such a pristine, prestigious, whatever, close enough. Prestigious, pristine, something like that. Okay, this is my first ever Sunset Saboteur.
Ooh.
I haven't had the privilege of drafting and playing this card. I think it's pretty solid, though it does play very, very aggressive. And you kind of have to have the deck built around it to play that aggressive, but I think it's a very solid 2-drop. Looking at our uncommons here, I think Mechan Assembler's fine. I think Rayblade Trooper is pretty solid. Survey Mechan is a really solid kind of top end, kind of keep you going in the late game sort of card, especially if you're in multiple colors. But even if you're not in more than 2, it can still be very solid. Going off of that red Zookeeper Mechan here is a very solid common. You can get a good bit out of Melded Moxide in the right deck. I am going to take the Saboteur just as... I mean, part of this draft isn't always just to win. Sometimes it's to do something I've never gotten to do before.
Yes,
and a turn 2 Sunset Saboteur is a terrible feel bad for anybody.
Anyone
but
other than us.
when you're the one playing it,
It's not.
maybe it's not so bad. So for here we see a Pain for All, which is a very good removal spell. Enchant creature you control, when it enters, enchant creature deals damage equal to its power to any other target, so it's a punch in that sense. And then whenever enchanted creature is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to each opponent, which is very powerful, very good with Saboteur, actually, because you can punch something with it, which is exactly what you want to do. Like, Sunset Saboteur followed up by a Pain for All is a pretty nasty combo.
I believe it.
And one that you're not likely to see a whole bunch, because they are both rares. And I do think we're going to head in that direction. I mean, we've seen 2 Zookeeper Mechans, so hopefully somebody doesn't get too into red. We are seeing a Beetle there, which is a pretty solid pull. 3 Zookeeper Mechans in a row is pretty crazy here. Other than that, I think Debris Field Crusher is pretty solid. It does enter as removal as well. And notably, the Sunset Saboteur is also just a very, very solid stationer
Yeah.
because of its high power. So definitely don't mind a combination of removal and something that you can station him with. We are seeing a Focus Fire and a Night Luminary, which could be a sign that white is open. And Meltstrider's Resolve is also pretty solid, so definitely not locked into any colors here. That is actually kind of ridiculous. 4 Zookeeper Mechans in a row
Wow.
is pretty insane.
That is literally crazy.
I do think right now our strongest color is just red, and there's nothing in this pack that is screaming my name more than a Zookeeper Mechan, so even though it's a common, I do think we'll 4th pick it. Am I talking too much?
No.
Red is pretty strong artifacts, so I think here the strongest card in the pack might be Gene Pollinator. Selfcraft Mechan is also a very good card up there, but we have a solid red base, and I kind of just want to make sure we have red playables. And a 2/2 for 2 that just has the opportunity to get bigger with the different artifacts we might end up playing is very solid. This lets us branch into really any color other than red. We're by no means set on black, so we should be keeping our eye open and just seeing what color really is the other open lane, and pray that those Zookeeper Mechans didn't cause somebody else to get very into red here. Notably, I'm seeing a lot of green come around, so this is a pack where I probably take Melded Moxite, but I am going to note that we're seeing a lot of green come around. So you almost could make the argument. I mean, I don't think you splash Sunset Saboteur.
Probably not.
I don't think you do. Melded Moxite is pretty solid here, but I think I'm gonna take a Diplomatic Relations here and just kind of chance the green. See if green might be open. We did see a later Gene Pollinator. We're seeing a lot of green in that pack. There's a chance here that green is showing itself to be open a little bit. This late of a close encounter almost guarantees that green is pretty open.
Yes.
So I feel like that was a good call now, especially because red, I don't necessarily want Rig for War, but I am very happy taking a close encounter here. Now, notably, we kind of have the perfect setup for a Sunset Saboteur because we have some red. We have a lot of removal, especially our 2 green spells right now are just removal. There is a chance that we are in 3 colors here. None of these really call my name that much, so I think I'm going to take the Fungal Colossus here because we could be in 3 colors, and I'm just not going to complain that much about being in 3 colors and potentially getting to play this out as, what, a 4-mana 5/5 is pretty solid. Survey Mechan, as I mentioned, is a really good top end. I do think here I'm going to take another Debris Field Crusher. It's hard to just beat really solid removal. This is kind of tough. We do have a lot of artifact synergy, so we could just go for the Red Tiger Mechan as something to do. But I think I'm actually going to take the Pinnacle Kill Ship. We are removaled out now. Okay, this is a very late Ice Cave Crasher, and I think it's a better card than the other one. Command Bridge is actually a great card for us as well, because that will help us color fix. Okay, so here we do have the opportunity to take a Stomping Ground as a red-green land, which would be very, very beneficial to us to color fix. Notably, what else is in the pack? Siege Ship Agrarian is really solid here with all of the spaceships we've already taken. It's very easy to tap him and get the lander token. Not to mention that also helps us splash the black if we do want to play Sunset Saboteur. Like I said, I don't know if we splash Sunset or not. I do think Siege Ship Agrarian is such a good card that we just kind of take it here. And we hope that maybe we wheel a Stomping Ground. I mean, we've been seeing enough red and green cards. What are the chances that somebody else wants to take the red and green land? I feel like that's a relatively good bet.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we do see a couple of good options. I think Drix Fatemaker is fine, but I don't think it's anything to cry home about. I do love a Territorial Bruntar as a nice top end. Definitely not bad. I am feeling the red-green deck kind of vibes here. I mean, red still feels like the most open color. Notably, black does have a Faller's Faithful, which is fine, but at this point, I'm actually thinking maybe, as much as I would have loved to, I'm not set on the Sunset Saboteur anymore, and I'm really looking to draft a good red-green do stuff deck.
Ooh, red, green, do stuff.
But we might... Anacausal Vestige getting passed to us here is very solid as well. I was tempted to take the Gene Pollinator. I actually think this guy's actually pretty good as well. But it's just almost impossible to top the Vestige. It gets you card draw and a big creature. Its warp ability is pretty good if you need to trigger Void, which we don't necessarily have. But, I mean, this thing is just great to warp in, draw a card, play something for free. We have a lot of spacecrafts that we can station for 7 with it. I mean, it's just an incredible card, honestly. I'm kind of shocked that it came around. I think here I'm happy to... I don't know. Do I want a Kev Landseeker? Or do I want to just take another Ore Plate Pangolin? Let's take a look at our curve. We're looking pretty heavy right now, so I think I'm just going to take the 2-drop. Let's see here. We could take a Plasma Bolt, which I do think is fine, but I'm also not against Diplomatic Relations. The Vigilance here actually can prove very useful, although I do have a lot of removal. How are we looking creature-wise? We currently have 9. There's a pretty good chance that Tenderfoot could come back around. I think I'm just going to take removal here. It's hard to lose if you just remove everything on your opponent's board. We are shaping up to be a very, very, very removal-heavy deck, though. So we need to be a bit careful on that front. But generally speaking, I feel pretty good about... I mean, I call it red-green do stuff because red-green is technically landfall, but we don't have a ton of landfall triggers. We are mostly just generally good red-green cards. So we're losing out a bit on, maybe you could call it synergy there. But I'm happy to just be playing decent cards.
Facts.
Not to mention, some of the punch spells could actually go really well with Pain for All, because we could punch our own thing to kill an opponent.
Oh, wow.
Notably. Okay, we could take a 5-mana 4/5 that has the chance to get bigger. With all of our removal, I think we run this. I think we can trigger Void a lot with the different removal that we have. But I do feel like my top end is pretty full at this point. I'd really love to see something cheaper come around. I'd love to see another Zookeeper mech in potentially. I would definitely not be against a Gene Pollinator. I just don't think we take it over the Anticausal Vestige or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm like dead set on any of these cards. I mean, this is a fine thing to do on turn 2. And this one's an okay 3-drop, but we're not doing enough with +1/+1 counters. So I will take the uncommon for my collection.
Love it.
All right, what's coming around in this one? We could potentially run a Biosynthetic Burst. I'm not saying we couldn't. We'll throw that in the sideboard as something we could potentially put in the final product of the deck. We are notably not running really any rares. We have the Anticausal Vestige, so we are running 1 rare, but... Oh no, we have Pain for All. Never mind, I lied. We have 2 rares. We're pretty on power. Yeah, I was feeling like we were mostly commons and uncommons. We're running 2 rares right now, and we haven't even opened the 3rd pack.
Yeah.
We're definitely not taking anything here, so I will take the rare for collection purposes.
Yeah, we love the collection.
We could run a second one of these. I don't think we will, because we're already heavy in the top end.
Valid.
But I will take the card in case we want to put it in our deck. I mean, if we don't end up with enough playables, it's going to get played. If you attack with a spacecraft, it's actually potentially playable. So, I mean, I'll play it as a cheap artifact, or I'll take it as a cheap artifact, but I don't think we'll play it. And then Dark Endurance isn't necessarily, or isn't very playable. Okay, well, we're definitely not switching to Cosmogrant.
No, I mean...
It is an incredible mythic to open, so whoever is in white that is getting past this will hopefully be having a great day. What might we be in then? We could take just another Kevron Skywarden, but I guarantee you we're not playing that many of these. I'm tempted to take an Interceptor mech in here, and I think we will, and then that justifies a splash of black.
Yep.
And then we could actually run the Saboteur.
Yeah.
Oh, an incredible rare is passed to us. Warmaker Gunship is perfect for this deck. We are passing up a Tanuk, which is pretty much exactly what we want, because it's our red-green uncommon. And I do think a Galactic Wayfarer is a great common, but you just can't pass up Warmaker Gunship. 3 mana, punch something, usually for, like, in this deck, I'm going to expect we're punching it for, like, 3 or more, probably, with how many artifacts we could potentially have on board.
Oh, yeah.
And then it also just can turn into a 4/3 flyer, which is just something an opponent has to deal with. And then we pass that into a Nova Hellkite. Is just nobody playing red.
Apparently.
I mean, we went from 2 rares to now 4 rares.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Well, the deck is definitely shaping up to be in the correct colors here. Looking here, we could have a relatively cheap top-end play in the Lash Whip Predator. I'm definitely not against this, because generic big stuff is good. We might have to kind of wear down our top ends, because we are going to want to play, a more balanced deck. It's easy to get stuck in... It's easy to get stuck in the... what is my brain trying to say? The good cards sound good, but then you have to remember you have to be able to play them. So that is that. Kavron Skywarden, I don't think we're going to play 2 of those. So here I guess I'll take a Sky Stinger in case we want to play that. We could take an Atmospheric Greenhouse, but we don't really go wide, which is where this wants. This wants green-white. We could take another Diplomatic Relations and just kind of cut our removal down in the end, decide what we want to run and what we don't. But we are going to have to revisit removal. I mean, obviously we have to revisit the deck anyways. We're at 25 cards. A Gene Pollinator, especially because we think we are splashing black, is kind of exactly what we want to see for that early game play. And we do have a lot of 2-drops to follow it up, which does let us ramp. We actually could totally play a Nutrient Block in this deck. We also could run a Decode Transmissions for card draw. And I think I'm going to take this because we are splashing black and we don't have card draw. We really don't have any way to fill our hand again, which is something that is going to be, that could actually be a big issue. This late on a Galactic Wayfarer is just crazy. Following that up, do I want a Nebula Dragon? I will take it, and then we'll decide about our late game in a little bit. That's what we'll do. We'll take it for now and then kind of decide on the late game. I think we don't run the Nebula Dragon because we pulled the Nova Hellkite, and they're kind of similar effects. The Nova Hellkite plus the Warmaker Gunship kind of just makes for a 2-card combo that is significantly better than a Nebula Dragon. But they kind of together do a similar thing. I never take Drill Too Deep, so I'll take it for the collection, and then we will take whatever final card we're past. Another Drill Too Deep. Great. We're not going to play it. Well, this has shaped up to be quite the deck.
It really has.
I do think we're running the Black Splash, which means I'm going to just bite the bullet and run the Saboteur even if I shouldn't. And now I need to cut this down. Okay, so my top end is way too heavy.
Yes.
Top end is way too heavy. I don't feel like running the Nebula Dragon. I also think that a Fungal Colossus here is just weaker than most of our other potential options. So we'll cut both of those. Then I almost feel like, well, okay, so this, I really should never be playing this as a 6-drop. I should be playing this as a 4-drop. So our curve, okay, actually, that curve kind of looks perfect. I mean, that's about as bell curvy as it gets.
Yeah.
Centered around 3-4, which I think for a land-based deck isn't too bad. So now we kind of just decide what it is that we want to cut or not cut. I think we could definitely go with 2 diplomatic relations instead of 3. Trying to think about what else we have here. I don't mind the Cavron Sky Warden, but I'm not like dead set on it. I think Survey Mechan's good, and it is a source of card draw. I do think we run the Decode Transmissions as a source of card draw. Do we have like consistent ways to get landers? Like we have what? We have 1 Galactic Wayfarer. We have an Orbital Plunge, right? We have an Orbital Plunge, so that's pretty good. Okay, I don't hate this. The question is what 3 cards to cut at this point.
That's a hard question to answer.
What is our creature count at? Creature count is at 16, but we have a bunch of spacecraft, so we kind of want a high count of creatures because we don't want to play spacecrafts without creatures to station them.
Exactly.
Maybe we run 1 less Debris Field Crusher. Just because we have removal in the other senses.
Yeah.
I think then... I actually think we might cut an Ice Cave Crusher here, just because we're not really getting its landfall triggers a whole lot, so it's kind of a... It's more often just going to be a 4-mana 4/4 with Trample, which is a solid card. But I like the 4-mana Survey Mechan with the potential to draw us cards. I like the 4-mana 5/7 with Reach, which is a lot better than a 4-mana 4/4. And then Sea Chip Agrarian doesn't have Trample, but it has the chance to make us Lander tokens, and it can get bigger, which is pretty good. So I think that, generally speaking, I'm happier with that. And then we need 1 more cut here. What is the worst card on here? I don't know. Man, this is tough.
That's a hard question to answer.
I feel pretty good about this deck. I'm not even going to lie. I mean, we could cut a Pangolin, maybe?
That's a strong man.
Right, but what else do you cut?
Oh, facts. Nothing. You just run 41.
Cut a land, cut a land.
16 lands. And a land deck.
Well, actually, we've kind of got away from the land deck theme.
Yeah.
I'm tempted. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm tempted to just cut the Sunset Saboteur.
Dang.
Even though I do think he works for us, I just don't know how consistently we're playing him early.
Valid.
And I don't know if he does anything for us in the late game.
Yeah.
I mean, he might. I don't know. I feel like generally it's still a pretty good card. I mean, a 2-mana 4/1 is just solid. I understand that you have to put a +1/+1 counter on target creature an opponent controls, but like, the potential is there, and I just have a hard time not.
Like walking away from the center.
I have a hard time walking away from that potential. Oh boy. I feel like we might just cut the Cavron Skywarden.
Okay.
Or the Lashwhip Predator. I don't know which one's a better cut. I generally like the Lashwhip Predator more, I think. The Lashwhip Predator is our only 2 green card, though.
Ooh, okay.
Which could run us into some trouble. Yeah, I think for that reason I'm going to cut it.
Valid. Don't let me cut him.
And then I want to consistently have green relatively early on, so I'm actually going to run another green here. And I'll run one less black. And I might actually just... Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. 14, 16, 17 lands. And hopefully a pretty good deck. We're giving Sunset Saboteur a shot, so we will throw him on the cover, even though this deck has almost nothing to do with him.
Literally.
And let's give it a go.
Yay!
Let's jump into games. It could be 3 games from now that we're done drafting.
That's okay. That's just light.
That would be pretty wild. We're going up against Soup!
Soup is higher ranked than us.
Well, this isn't great, but I don't think we can not keep it. We need to hope that we kind of pull into like an early play here. But, you know, we'll see what we can do. Not playing anything until turn 4 would be tough. That is not what I meant by an early play game. Alright, we're going up against green-black. Alright, he's gaining himself some life here, which is perfectly fine. Honestly, that's the type of run-in we want going on there. I don't think I'm going to waste the Warmaker Gunship. I think we're just going to play a slower start game here. So, I mean, we have a drop next turn, so I think we just pass and do nothing until turn 4 and kind of cry a little bit, but that is sometimes part of it. Okay, he left up 3 mana, including black. But I don't think we can just pass and do nothing, so I think we have to play out the Sea Chip Agrarian. And, okay, so it looked like he just didn't have a play that turn. He's not gonna worm this turn, notably. Oh, is that a warp? Huh. And then removal. Wow, okay.
Wow.
That was quite the interesting turn, I have to admit. Okay, so we followed that play up with a Cavron Skywarden, which is notably a bit of an issue, because if he plays the worm here, which we think he will, our Cavron isn't... Oh, he didn't play the worm. Okay, that's actually... That's doable, then. Does he have more removal? He sure does.
Wow.
A deck with somehow more removal than we
I was
have.
gonna say, how do they have more removal than us? 'Cause I have more removal than us. 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 'Cause I have more removal than us
Okay, so what, do I just, like, match his energy with the...
Yeah.
I don't think that works out well for me, though. That's the problem. If I play out the Galactic Wayfarer, I don't actually have enough. So I could just remove it with my own Debris Field Crusher.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the end of the world. Yeah, I don't hate that. It's not great, but I don't hate it. Alright. Well, this game has been a whole lot of do-nothing back and forth. Though, notably, he's warped stuff, so he's kind of gotten more value out of things. And that's a bit tough for us, I'm not going to lie. Okay, what can we do here? If I play this, it can hit for 3, which isn't enough. I can't play all of my cards. Okay. Interesting. I don't know what we do here. I was thinking we could... So when this enters, it'll do 3 damage to something, but that's not really what I want. So I think we hold up Close Encounter and then block, use the Close Encounter to kill. But that... Oh, God. That seems like a bad idea as well. I think we just have to start taking some damage here. He played out another Galactic Wayfarer? Okay. Resolve. Yep, so he gets another lander token here. My turn. I will sack the lander here. I just don't know if the Warmaker gunship is going to be doing what we want it to do. I will go ahead and just grab a swamp. We've got plenty of our other colors, even if we only have 2 green. Alright, Penguin's not horrible. This needs 8, so we can get it to 8. Then we can pump it 3 times. Ooh. Pump it twice. Oh boy. Okay, let's think about that. How much mana did he leave up? He left up 3. So he can sack the lander in response, get this to 5. We need to be able to hit it for 5. Do this twice, hits 4, 5. I think we should be able to do that. Unless I'm going crazy here. Let's see what we have. Okay, so then... Give it +2/+0. Yup. Give it +2/+0.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then now we can Close Encounter. Choosing this, so now it's 5. So it's now we can Close Encounter and do 5 damage to be able to kill the Seed Ship. Wow. Okay.
Alright.
So we were able to trade there? I don't know if that's good, but, you know, because he still has hella stuff coming, but... Yep, there's the big 5/5 that's tough for us to deal with. But we can double block it. Okay, we don't have a whole lot to do here. Yeah, no, playing this out doesn't do enough damage to anything. Oh boy. I don't know what we do here. This only does 2 damage. Apparently we don't have as many artifacts as I thought. And we also can't station it. We could just take 8 this turn. No, it would be 9 because he would Fate Maker. Just to get this thing online, but that seems rough. I think we have to just pass here. Well, let's think about this. He can buff this up to a 6/6, to which case we can't even block it anyways. And then the Drix Fate Maker does enter with as a 3/2, so that's something to kill with the War Maker gunship. Alright, let's try it. No attacks. He probably Drix Fate Makers turns this into a 6/6. We don't block that, so we just take 6. I mean, this guy's at 24 health. I feel like we've done nothing this game to him. Oh, he actually... Oh, this is interesting here. Huh. I feel like he has something at instant speed to be doing this. But I also don't think we can just take 8. I don't know. I think I'm happy trading here. And if I get blown out by a spell, I get blown out by a spell. I mean, maybe I should have gone for the double block. Oh, well, alright. Elegy Acolyte, so we just lose. I mean, there's nothing we... Oh, well... Hold up! Wait a minute! Alright. That was a pretty good draw. We have to use it on the Acolyte. And we will pay to buff up our Penguin. Okay. He can hit us for 8 if we don't block next turn, so we cannot attack or station. Because he has 7 and he can Drix Fate Maker another +1/+1 onto something. That is probably... Oh, it's not going on the worm. He's looking for a trade here. We obviously can't take 8, so he's forcing the trade. I don't think we win this game, but we played good stuff. We didn't pull our really strong late game cards. He did, so it's tough to get mad at yourself for that. Yeah, notably Tanic does nothing here. Yeah. No, he hits us for enough next turn no matter what. But, you know, we tried. I mean, we can kill the Drix Fate Maker. Actually, we're not dead. We're not in a good position, but we're not technically dead yet. Because he swings both, and we can chump block the 5/5, right? So, okay, he didn't even swing both. I mean, do I think we can win this game? Absolutely not. I don't even know. Like, okay, cool.
Well, yeah. No.
Okay, so what's wrong with the deck? That's what we have to ask ourselves, right? Like, what does it need to do that it didn't do in that game?
I forgot to ask yourself the question of, is there something wrong with the deck, or was it just not seeing the cards we needed and someone getting the cards they needed?
The deck needs to curve out. Our first play was turn 4, and we have this many plays before turn 4. But I want to ask myself, how many of these are viable plays? Gene Pollinator's great. Pangolin's great.
Like,
Zookeeper Mechan's great.
Versus
Warmaker Gunship is a fine play, but I wouldn't call it great. Pain for All you're not playing. Decode Transmissions you're not playing. Well, you might play that, actually. But you're probably not going to have the black source. Galactic Wayfarer is great, and Tanic is great. Okay, so... we don't really have anything cheaper to sub in here. I could bring in a Sky Stinger just to have another potential 3-drop that's good.
That's not a bad choice.
I don't hate the idea of that. I have a lot of synergy for artifacts. I really feel like it technically should. The Warmaker Gunship should have done a little bit more that turn, but I don't know for sure. I could just be mistaken. I do think Lashwhip Predator would have done a lot of work there as well. So I don't necessarily hate bringing that back in. I'm going to bring that in. I'm going to drop... the Sky Warden, I think. And then... what could I drop here? So the creature count's at 14. Could drop a Diplomatic Relations and run the Sky Stinger, just to kind of get more bodies on the board. Let's give it a shot. One loss does not an entire set of losses make, but one loss is an opportunity to learn what goes wrong. That's how we got to view it. So let's see if we can correct any of the previous mistakes. Well, you can't keep a one-lander. So we... oh my god. Opponent goes first and we draw, but the only thing we can play in our hand is a Diplomatic Relations. I think we have to keep 6 and just pray. Alright. Well, this could be a very quick loss. We're also going up against a Platinum here. Yep. No mountain off the top or a green thing to play, and we're a bit just SOL. Well, that's a green thing to play, and a way to get a red land. So honestly, I can only complain so much. Would have loved a 1 or 2 drop, but alas, we had to keep something pretty crappy. And sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. If he has a counter for this, we're kind of just done for. Alright. We have value on the board. Is it good value? I don't know. But it is value on the board. Opponent has 4 differently titled lands right now. Regenerate target insect is kind of crazy. I'm not even going to lie. Alright, do we have another way to get a... we don't have another way to get a lander, but we are just saying screw it to black right now, because we don't have red. Alright, send the 3/3 their way, see what they do. Okay, so they're going to draw a card, sack, tap down my 3/3, which is fine. Smack, and end turn. We do have Diplomatic Relations held up if they play something that we would prefer to remove, but I do think we're going to just try to lander. But we do have both held up, notably. Does this actually tap a creature? No. Enters with X. When it leaves... did he warp or did he play? That is a play. So we benefit from him not getting to put those on anything else if we Diplomatic Relations this turn.
Yeah.
So... I feel like we could get a lot of value on him by doing that.
Yeah.
Basically just made him waste his 5 mana play. Alright, this isn't that bad. Enters tapped. Oh, wait, do I have to tap this to sack it? So then I tap this, and I'm just gonna... I'm not even gonna... I don't even think I'm gonna bother pretending to hold up like I'm holding something up here. We actually don't need to, for the record, don't need to go get a black source anymore because we have the command bridge. So now we have all our colors. I just got the mountain because of Territorial Bruntar requiring 2 red.
Yeah, I wish you could see his face when he drafts. I love it. The way this man looks at things, sometimes when they come out of the stack, he's like, wait a minute.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I'm not going to complain about a Sunset Saboteur. Sunset Saboteur. I don't think we have a reason to do anything before combat. Our opponent held up an entire plethora of mana over there, which is very disturbing. But we're going to try to Zookeeper Mech in here first, see what their play is. Alright. I don't really want to decode transmissions on not having Void, because I feel like we have a good way to trigger that. We're gonna run it out. We're gonna run it out and see if they had the counter. It seems to be what they would be holding, but they truly just do nothing for 6 mana. What?
Okay.
I mean, assuredly. Okay, one creature. Oh man, they played a 2 mana 5/5. That's pretty crazy. Are they going to double card themselves here to remove Saboteur? I think that's fine. We can work around that. They are. They're going to double card here to get around Saboteur. And they have Shattered Wings. Wow, they just wiped our board.
That's crazy.
Okay, we can respond to the 5/5 with a 6/6. And I think we will. Okay. So now he doesn't really have a leg up on us, per se. Looks like he's got another set of removal, so I lied. He does have a leg up on us. Wow. That is 2 decks in a row out removing a very heavy removal deck.
So weird.
Which is just kind of crazy, honestly. I think now we just have to decode transmissions and take the 2 damage.
I think so.
Let's see, we have 5 here if we block, and he can't kill. So I actually think we're better off not attacking. Ooh, okay. Yeah, there's a lot that just happened there. Yeah, I think we're going to not attack. If he pulls more removal, we just kind of cry. Oh my god, Mouth of the Storm? Jesus Christ. It's just, what do you even do? Now he's got 6 in the air. Oh my god, and my creatures, oh my god. Nova Hellkite's not big enough. None of my creatures are big enough to be able to kill theirs. That's the problem. So next turn, they can swing in the air. But as long as I have these on the ground, I'm good. So do I just Hellkite?
I think you have kite. You only have 1 mana up. I don't know what there is for 1 mana.
Okay, so I play out a Hellkite. I do a damage to the fungal. Not that that matters. Oh, it might matter. Oh, it might matter. Now I can kill the... I think I have to. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so now I can kill... Okay, I can kill the fungal. Fungal Colossus is dead. Now, he's got a 6/6 flyer. And a 4/4 on the ground. He's going to swing the 6/6 here. He did not.
Interesting.
A very interesting play. Do I have enough mana here? I have 7. No, I do not. Oh, that is frustrating. So I can't Pain for All and Debris Field Crusher. That is a bit of an issue. And Debris Field Crusher kills nothing? Okay, so let's think really quickly. I could 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 mana. I could play both of these. I play out the Sea Chip Agrarian. Then I Pain for All on the Nova Kite Flyer. I hit the Sea Chip Agrarian. Then what do we do?
Very valid question.
Yep. Alright. Enchant creature you control. Now it deals 4 damage to... Oh, is that to any target? Shoot. Holy crap! He resurrected it? I didn't even know that that could do that. What a broken land! He can regenerate it every turn!
Wow. That is... Wow.
Oh my god.
That's some crazy shit.
Well, he's getting a lot more value than we are. He is going to attack with the flyer now. So now we decide whether we take 2 damage here, and whether we go down to 2 here, or whether we block and deal 6 damage to him.
What's he at?
He's at 13.
I'll take it down to 7, but it will take away the land blockers.
Right. Oh, that's
leaves you vulnerable next turn.
Yeah, but the thing is that we I think if we get hit,
there is no next turn.
There is no next turn.
Try it.
I'm gonna block. I don't know if it's the right decision, but I'm gonna block. Right, because he takes 6 damage, so that does 6 damage to the opponent. So now the opponent's at 7. Wow! I mean, he has just played nothing but value. Oh, a Pinnacle Kill Ship.
Yikes.
Oh my god, but we can't pay the Ward 2.
Oh, that's terrible.
We can station for 7.
Yep, you have that.
But then he hits us for 8? No, he doesn't, because we kill something else with the Pinnacle Kill Ship. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, the brain is working, you guys.
So we Pinnacle Kill Ship. Now, he left up the regenerate target insect, rat, or squirrel. So we actually have to... I was so close to killing the Sea Chip Agrarian. But no. We have to kill the Self-Craft Mech in here.
Because he can't get it back.
Because he can't regenerate that. Then, now we have to tap all of this. And we now have a 7/7 flyer. If he draws removal, we're dead.
But if you didn't try any of this, you were also...
Mechanozoa taps down a creature. Wow, you need someone to draw a land, and they just... What was that? 4 turns? They drew nothing but 4+ mana spells?
Which is crazy.
I mean, gosh, what do you do about that? Well, the deck's lost 2 in a row, but I really do think it's one of my better decks I've drafted.
And that really matters. You're also not necessarily here to, like...
So what? He had a turn where he just removed 3 of my things?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what you do about that. I don't think Sunset Saboteur is playable in this deck.
Then take it out. Replace it with something that is.
So, we'll throw in... that... And we'll just see. I don't like that it's even got that as the... I don't know. We'll put Nova Hellkite on the top. I'm a little miffed at the deck's performance right now.
And that's valid. ahead.
Because I think this is at least a 3 or 4 win deck, and I guess it's a piloting error, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I don't think that it's necessarily a piloting error. I think it's who you're playing against.
Who am I playing against? Like,
Well, I mean, not saying who you're playing against. I think it's just that they're pulling better hands than you are. And there's not a lot you can do about that. That's on the shuffle. That's on the AI crap they use to shuffle for you. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
That's something that you or that other player can control.
That's true.
But I'm really proud of you. I've seen you go too much.
Alright, they threw us a bronze. That's concerning. Oh my god. It still is a turn 4 play.
That's weird.
Jesus Christ. Alright, so I'm going to play out the forest because that's our most likely to hit a second play here. Because we could... I mean, I don't think it matters, but... That's not a second turn play. It is a turn 3 play to hit something for 1. But... God, I don't even want to Interceptor Mechan. Really? Okay, that's something. That's something. Because if this goes up to a 2-4, we can block it with a 1-3 pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay, so he has removal here. The way he's looking at my Zookeeper Mechan. Yep, invasive maneuvers. So he's desperate to hit me for 2 here, which is interesting. Okay, well now if I Interceptor Mechan, I actually have something to hit. Which I don't hate, and then next turn I can actually Anticausal Vestige into a Debris Field Crusher. So I think that's probably what I'll do. Return Zookeeper Mechan to my hand. Whatever he ends up getting here. I mean, obviously, if he has more removal, then we just run into another deck that steamrolls us with removal, but...
Oh, yeah.
That's not removal, but it is...
Something.
I guess an extra damage he wanted to get in there, I guess. I mean, we should keep in mind that thing's on its way. Notably, everything he's played here is 4 toughness, so it's hard for us to get a kill on anything. So I'm going to go like this. And didn't plan on blocking anyways. So we'll smack for 2 in the air. It's a lot of toughness we have on board, which is good. Okay, he's playing out the Weft Stalker. Okay, he's swinging a 2-4 here. Okay, so he has Plasma Bolt. Yeah, I don't really want him to Plasma Bolt any of my stuff. So.
No, that's not terrible.
Or he could have Plasma Bolt, I guess I should say. Oh, I didn't even realize he played that. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, notably now I can kill something with a 6th land that I don't have. And I can't kill the Weft Walking Stalker because that's 3 damage. So, like, undeniable the play here is warp this in. He did leave up the reach blocker. So I'm not going to attack. But we will then get to draw a card. Oh, Gene Pollinator's not bad. And then we will put the Debris Field Crusher onto the battlefield. Killing their Wefstalker is pretty solid, all things considered. We have not pulled the 6th land, notably. Oh, but I do have 6 mana. I have a Cavron Skywarden I completely forgot about. Okay, so now next turn we can punch for a total of 5, so we can then kill the Cavron, which is ideal. And that is exactly what we're planning to do here. So we are going to... This hits for 4 when it enters. Hit that. Warp this in. Kill that. Then... Now I could smack him here, or I could... 6? Is that what this needs? 6, yep. Okay. Okay. We void again, so now we've got a 4/4. Okay, we have a very solid next turn. Very solid next turn. If I'm him, I'm panicking a little bit. Bright Spear Zealot is a good card. If he has another card to cast, this becomes a 4/4 this turn. He passes through the main phase, so nope. Or through to second main phase, so no combat this turn. Okay. Part of me has to ask, like, what does he have? You know what I mean? But I think we undoubtedly just Nova Hellkite here. I mean, maybe I'm mistaken, but I think that's what we do. Oh, I forgot that this does a damage. Well, that's wasted. Doesn't really matter. I guess we'll do that on the only reach that they have. Then we will tap here. Move to combat. Swing in with the 2 flyers. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. End turn. He's at 9. Lux Knight Breacher's pretty solid. He passes here. Okay, well, we have lethal on the diplomatic relations. Do we go for it? I think yes, right?
Probably, yeah.
That's just... The answer is... We try. Okay, killed the only reach they have. Next. I think I'm going to swing in with just these, because that's still 9 in the air. And I don't know what he could have for 2 mana. I mean, he could have something here. Do we swing in with another one? Oh, what the heck. We'll swing in with one more. He could have something here. And we don't go 0-3.
Period.
That was an example of the deck doing what I kind of thought the deck could do. Now, it helped that our opponent didn't play anything God tier. But, you know what? Sometimes in life, you just have to be happy that the deck doesn't go 0-3. And in that case, we haven't gone 0-3.
Literally.
We might go 1 in 3,
That's okay.
but we don't go 0 in 3. The deck got to see the spoils of victory. Ouch, ow, bees. What a name. Okay. It's a risky hand, but if we draw another land, it's something. I mean, I'll keep a turn 1 Gene Pollinator. Okay. Against a turn 1 Gene Pollinator. What do you know? Does he have a 2-drop? I mean, he has something. Oh, he turns his Gene Pollinator into a 2/3. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, I'm not blocking anyways, so I guess I'll attack in. He doesn't have something to ramp here, so best thing he does is play a 3-drop. He's not going to be able to play a 4-drop because he doesn't have something to... Well, I kind of lied. I mean, I guess he could play a 2-drop off of that. Okay, our opponent's got land and life. Notably, he cannot sack the lander unless he plays another land. What is his goal here? Is he just making as big of a Gene Pollinator as he possibly can? Bro just said, watch me Gene Pollinate. All over this. I mean, he's got something going for him because I'm not going to be able to kill that until next turn. But I probably would have hung on to Biosynthetic Burst in case I was trying to kill it if he's trying to just... I mean, he could just be trying to... Oh... Okay, so he doesn't have lands. That's what it is. He now has 3 lands. He could swing here. Obviously, no block. Okay, so I want to leave him with pretty much nothing. But he still doesn't have a creature to benefit off of the Gene Pollinator. Oh, goodness. There's no reason to Interceptor Mech, and we don't have something to go get. So... Diplomatic Relations on the Gene Pollinator it is. He's already down on mana. I don't need him down on more mana, so... Oh. That's an interesting thing. We could hold up the Gene Pollinator, attack with the Sky Stinger, and then we have an instant speed close encounter next turn. Yeah, I think that's a good move. I mean, really, we're not ramping out here much better than he is. We need a big creature. Or we risk him catching up very, very quickly. Well, that's kind of exactly what he needed. Okay, so we don't let him go get another one, though. We can still close encounter it to... We can close encounter it so that he doesn't get to play it again. Which is, like, fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Does he have another 2-drop? 2-drop here would be huge for him. No? Okay. A Pinnacle Kill Ship? Sir, this is not what I need. Do we Interceptor Mechan just to put something on the battlefield? I think so. There's nothing that I can get in the graveyard, right? No. Alright, well, I think we run out the Interceptor Mechan just to play our lead right now. Now we just swing in for max damage. I don't know what he's got. He's got a focus fire that didn't do enough damage. Rip. That is a huge, huge loss right there. What does this come in with? Okay, so if he puts the +1/+1 counter on it, we can kill it with the Warmaker gunship. And then we just gotta pray we pull something decent. We gotta pray we pull something with some gas, like Jesus Christ. Oh. What's he returning to his hand? And then he's playing it out? I mean, that was kind of cool. Oh. Okay. Very interesting. Okay, so here... Oh, I forgot we could actually Pinnacle Killship now. I don't think that's worth it, though. I think we play this out. We kill the Death Toucher, swing in with the 3/3. The Interceptor Mechan will become a 3/3 next turn. Yeah, that's the play. So we do this. We kill the Death Toucher. We could swing here, or we could just station and get this straight to be a 4/3. I actually don't hate that. I don't hate stationing this just to be a 4/3. I'm okay taking a little bit of time setting up here, because now we have a really good turn next turn. Especially with 7 in the air, if he doesn't play something with reach, we can put him on what is equivalently a 2-turn clock.
Facts.
Yep. Okay, the +1/+1 counter goes on the flyer that we're going to kill. Ooh, that's a pretty good card too, I'm not going to lie. Okay, so this leaves us a little vulnerable, but I think we'll be okay. Okay, let's tap you for green by tapping this, submit, and then we auto-pay. Just to make sure it doesn't mess anything up here. Alright, then we kill the flyer, kind of obviously. Now we can attack in for 7 here, and I think that is better. Just because now they're at 5, so they are panicking, right? I mean, we have any 2 creatures that get through is 5 damage. So, Ouch Albees is going to have a tough run here unless they have a board wipe. We could see the Exile All Creatures card here. We didn't. That doesn't have reach, so we just swing in with the flyers next turn. And call it a day. It was indeed a good game. I will offer him the good game. There it is! We don't go 1 and 3 either. Alright, well, this is lasting longer than I thought it would after game 2, so I'm going to go use the bathroom. Entertain the masses, my love.
No, I have to entertain the masses. Where's your barrel? Okay, great. I'm not going to kick it. I need to stretch my legs. I'm getting cramped over here.
Can you imagine you actually kick it clicks next game?
I would have cried. Anyways, hi guys. I'm designing a thumbnail for tomorrow's video because I didn't do that yet. And I'm eating ice cream at St. Bobby because he loves me a lot. And because I wasn't having a good day. So he got me ice cream because it was a rough day at school today. But anyways, hi. I exist still. Living. I don't know. Y'all, if my thumbnails ever look ridiculous, just tell me. But also, like, don't tell me, because I'll cry. So, like, I don't know, pick your poison, people. Either tell me, or I don't cry, or don't tell me. But, like, I think they look good. My titles kind of suck, but we're not going to talk about that. Sound good? We can almost ignore the fact that my titles suck. We boarded by 20. Anyways, I don't know. This is not centered, and I don't like it, so I need to pick a new background photo. Yeah, this is not right. The background photo has to go away. I need to look something up again. Oh, y'all. I'm dying over here. Alright, Avatar. MTG. I'll move. Sorry, I was just getting cramped.
You're
So I'm
fine,
gonna
darling.
switch the way I'm sitting because I'm getting all cramped over here.
All right, we are back.
He's back.
We are continuing this.
Period. I'm back to designing.
Notably,
Cancel.
definitely not a guarantee here.
Yeah.
In fact, I would say far, far from a guarantee given the way this deck started out. But another win earns us enough gems to draft again.
Period.
Because I do think we're far enough out that I'm not at the point where I'm saving up for Mastery Pass just
Yeah, you
yet.
still got another
Uh,
3 weeks.
4 right now.
4? I don't know dates.
Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna be on
God.
26th.
That's a tough keep, but I think we keep it. We don't do anything until turn 4, but we could draw into a lot of good plays. We also don't have green. It's arguably a pretty bad hand. Would have loved to have seen better hands, honestly. This deck got a little screwed over. I was afraid of the Gene Pollinator pull, because that does literally nothing for us.
Yep.
We actually can't play anything in this hand now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, so we can play a shitty Interceptor Mechan.
Ooh, what shitty Interceptor Mechan.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh, we got more Avatar cards.
Oh, like revealed?
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, shitty Interceptor Mechan it is. So Gunship can kill the Dockworker drone next turn. But then the Dockworker drone puts the +1/+1 counter on the Cavaron. Yeah, I don't know if we can overcome this. Oh, wow. No, I need my creature. I have to just take the damage. This could be a relatively quick loss here, people. Okay, this actually works out well enough for us, because we can still Warmaker Gunship. I will just tap this. Bam. And then 2 damage. We will kill the Dockworker drone. That's fine. He hits us for 7 next turn, which isn't necessarily fine, but you do what you gotta do. I'm not blocking next turn, so I think I do actually just station. Yeah, I don't think we can come back from this. Does a 4/4 next turn save me? No. The answer to that is no. Well, Bombard's rough. I'm down to 4. So I can play out a 4/4. We die to removal either way. We die to removal either way, so I have to just station to a 4/3 and then no attacks. Yeah, we die to removal either way.
Oh. Damn, no green.
Not to mention, we'll just sit at 1 life until he pulls like a plasma bolt or whatever it's called. Well, that's not what I expected him to remove, actually. But to be fair, he couldn't have killed the other thing without the... Alright. Yeah, we have to block that one. Alright. So... What does this do for me? I can play out a Gene Pollinator that does nothing. I can play out a Sky Stinger that also does nothing. I don't have enough for a Pinnacle Kill Shop. Well, Gene Pollinator it is. If he has the removal for it, he has the removal for it. Oh, a hasty creature. Well, that'll do it. That wouldn't have helped us either way. It was a good run. Yeah, can't do anything about it. Notably, that entire time, we never drew a forest, and there's 7 of them in the deck.
Exactly.
4 mountains, there's 7 of them in the deck. 1 swamp, there's 2 of them in the deck. But no forests, of which there are 7.
Of course.
Well, can't win them all. Now, notably, we do actually kind of get forced into saving up our gems now because we don't have enough to draft again.
This is
so
fast.
we get to claim here, go up to 40 gems shy. That honestly kind of hurts.
That's terrible.
40 gems shy. Yeah, there's no way to get gems. Yeah, there just is no way to get. Well, okay. We could.
Yeah. I know.
We could. We could. Or this one. We could $15. Or we could $50. Or we could just call it for the stream for the night.
This is up to you, my dear.
I don't know. Are we really wanting to drop $50 on this right now?
I don't know.
I don't think I'm dying that much to stream again. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think you are either.
or I should say to draft again, where it would be the same stream. But I do think there are other accounts that I could draft on now.
Yeah.
So I could switch to one of
If you'd like to
those.
switch, you could.
But what do you think? Because it's at 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
What do you
Depends.
think?
What time do you want to go to bed tonight? Because remember, I'm going to wake you up pretty early because...
Yeah, but I could always go back to sleep.
Well,
I mean, I'm sending a
100%.
message, but...
Of course. But just, you did tell me this morning like, that you were kind of feeling like you do need more sleep.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you mean by more sleep, because obviously I don't know what time to go to bed. I go to bed hours before you do.
Well, it's not hours, but because I went to bed the same time as you, but I probably fell asleep. Well, here's the thing. Last night I had to do all the arena challenges still.
Yes.
So even though we went back at like 11, I fell asleep at like 12:15 or something. Mm-hmm. You know, I think I'd rather go to sleep at like 11:30 or something like that. But
so then, if you're still wanting to play your other game.
Which I'm not like dead set on either. I mean, we are already streaming.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to switch accounts, switch accounts.
I don't know.
I mean, if you...
I don't know which of the other accounts have... Check your account.
Because mine's already signed in on my phone.
Yeah. Check your account and see if yours has enough, and then we can... We will say one more draft, no matter how it goes, even if it drafts more than enough gems to play another one after that.
Just one more.
We'll just do one more draft.
Because sometimes, like this one took you almost like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So, you don't really want to run too much longer than that, because then if you do want to start getting ready for bed, wind down, read some of your book.
Yep.
How much does it cost to have?
10,000 and then 1,500.
I don't have.
What do you have?
6,750.
Gold?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
1,080.
Gems? Yeah, so you're not enough on either front.
Which one is signed in on your phone?
This one.
Which one's signed on the iPad?
Also this one.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's faster to change it from my phone, so I can check it from my phone without having to get up and then...
True. Anyways, enjoy this brief intermission. I'll run a quick ad.
Sure. We will run an ad now.
We're going to run a very fast ad while we figure out what the heck we're doing.
I vaguely remember an account having enough, so it's probably this other one.
Most
Look at that. I lost connection anyways.
Oh,
wait, that's because I logged in on this one.
I'm just going to run a minute and a half ad. We're done. Alright, bye guys.
I can type it in faster on this one.
Exactly.
Well, maybe. Doesn't help if I delete the whole thing. Okay, cool. Let's see. I mean, if not, we're just not drafting. That's an easy decision, right? But
Yeah.
yeah, this has 11,000
Okay,
gold,
cool.
so it could draft. All right, well then I'll switch them over.
Period. I had to throw up a black screen. We'll turn off the
I will.
Elgato.
I will.
Because we're probably back. My Twitch glitched out, so it never even ran the ad on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that it didn't even work for me today.
Boop. All right, entertain the masses. Let them know we're still here.
Alright, masses, we're still here. We're not going anywhere. You can't get rid of us. Anyways, I'm still working on a thumbnail. Because I'm very particular about my thumbnails sometimes. I get very invested in the process and in the image that I created in my head, and I can't stop until it's right. And right now it's not right. And that's the issue. So, you know, I hope it actually looks good. I hope Nathaniel likes it. I'm going to show it to him soon, hopefully. If it turns out the way I need it to. I forgot the words I wanted.
Well, I hope they come back to me.
Ah! Sorry guys, my brain and I are just fighting. We're not having a good time. Okay, I wanted to do something about... Oh no.
Just pause for a minute and they'll come back to you. If you don't think about it, they'll come back to you. So try to do something else.
Make some ice cream.
You gonna what?
Make some ice cream.
There you go. That's a pretty good something else to do. Hard to complain about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bam. We're back. Cool as ever. With 11,000 gold, aka one draft's worth. Now, notably, 20 gems on this account. So we would have to go 5 wins
Damn.
to even get enough gems to continue drafting. Not that we will continue drafting, but even to continue drafting, we would have to do that. But that's part of what happens when you throw so many gems at win a box and stuff like that. I mean, it would be really cool if we had a box to show for it, but
Literally.
we are in the masses of why Wizards of the Coast does it, which is the majority of people that win nothing.
Literally. Us.
But you know what? We had fun. We technically get to turn it into content. You guys also get to hear our sort of live reaction to... No. That was close.
Very.
Our live reaction to like how our YouTube channel is doing on this particular video, which is at 560 views. 560 views.
I don't know how I feel about that. You know what I mean?
I mean, the average view duration is going down,
That's okay.
but I mean, it has. Wait for it. Or is it an overview? It's got 22.2 watch time hours. That's pretty solid. Oh God.
Things are happening. You're having your time.
We're going to take an Extinguisher Battleship here. But let's see what else is in the pack. Cryogen Relic is great. Blooming Stinger's fine. That's about it in this pack, honestly. The rest of this stuff, I mean, Plasma Volt's okay. Systems Override can do stuff. Yeah, we're going to take the Extinguisher Battleship. I mean, it's a late drop for sure, but Double Striker is great in white. Hard to pass that guy up. You put any level of counters on him, and he's very, very solid. And white definitely wants to do stuff like that. Other than that, Hilderblade can do some work. Survey Mechan, you guys have already heard me talk about. Depressurize is great. Same as Curiosity is great. Pinnacle Killship can do work, but it's hard to pass up that guy. Okay, so next, I'm not ready to take a dual color yet, especially this one because it's not great. Galactic Wayfarer is a solid common right next to Gene Pollinator. Dubious Delicacy is also very powerful. 3 mana, removal, add instant speed, that counts as an artifact that you can sack to either gain life or have your opponents lose 3 life. And it works well with sack things. I'm trying to think about what White-Black's theme is. I like it, darling.
Thanks, it's for the Magic Prices one. The name of it is...
Okay, well, we can see right here, Banishing Light and a Night Luminary making it to us in this pack is everything we need to know that white is open. I think I'm going to go with the removal first.
That's what it is in the title.
I like it, darling.
Thank you.
All right, here we could take a Void Forge Titan, which I don't hate. We could also take an Exosuit Savior. Void Forge Titan is fine. I'll take it. I mean, I'll mainboard it for now, but we don't really know what we're in. Okay, this is a very late Specimen Freighter, which could show that blue's open. It's also a really late Depressurize, though, which could show that black's open. So I think here, just because we are already relatively in black, I'm going to take the Depressurize, but I'm trying to read the signals. I don't know. I mean, here we're seeing blue and black. Maybe our white picks have ran dry. We could disperse here and take a Cryo Shatter and just kind of play into whatever ends up being open. We do get a white +1/+1 counter themed card here, and there's really nothing else in this pack that I care about, so I will take it in the chance that that type of deck is still open.
Facts.
But we will just have to see. Good thing about Extinguisher Battleship is we play it in really any deck. It's an 8-mana colorless card, so it is a top end in any deck.
You have a few things to respond to in the morning.
Oh?
Just a couple from students. Well, 2 from parents, a couple from students.
It's a lot.
Well, 2 of them are just teacher recommendations. 2 kids asking for teacher recommendations for like whatever club they're trying to be a part of.
Interesting.
And then 1 from a parent asking, hello, are students allowed to use a calculator on
I
the
saw
test?
that one.
Just
checking factor fiction. Yep.
Ooh, someone's kid said, oh yeah, we can't use a calculator. Yes, you can. School actually provides one. And then the other one was about soccer tryouts, and it's something I checked with the other soccer coach on like what she allows.
I don't love Embrace Oblivion, but we'll take it here. I think it's like a survey making. Just because we don't really know what we're in. A late Nebula Dragon. And I don't really care about the rest of this stuff. Yeah, I mean, we'll take it as pure speculation. Creatures with mana value 2 or less? I don't know. I don't think we're going to run this, but it's fine. And we're definitely not going to run that. Well, sometimes you just play blue because you open blue cards, right? Starwinder. Look at this boy. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw that many cards.
That's literally crazy.
I mean, how do you turn that down?
You know.
And the Specimen Freighter we were seeing earlier. Like, I mean,
Yes.
all we have right now is a Cryo Shatter, but we just kind of have to make blue work. I don't love blue-white as a color combination, but it's hard to pass up another Dual Sun Adepts here. Generally speaking, I find that this guy's just pretty powerful. You do need to have other ways to put, like, +1/+1 counters on him.
Yeah, of course.
And I don't have that right now. But I also don't mind his 5 mana ability. Okay, what all is in this pack? Put a +1 on a target creature you control whenever a non-token creature you control. I mean, that's not bad. This is also some top end that does the same thing, but you can warp. I'll take the uncommon as a chance that we might be able to wheel something like that. Quarrel of the Void. Whenever enchanted creature attacks, put target creature covering a flame blaze, grab it onto the battlefield and do your control attacking at the beginning and set sacrifices or unless another. Jesus, that's a lot. Damn. Just trying to
Water, you literally have not had a sip of.
Cerebral Download is card draw, and I like card draw, so I'm going to take it because it's card draw. Alright, we're going to see if we can make white-blue work. And if we can't, we're going to cry. But that's okay.
That's okay.
What does this do? Choose a color, add 1 mana to the chosen color, add 2 mana to the chosen color, only to activate abilities of land sources. No. And the green here goes pretty hard. I don't love this. I don't love this. We don't really go wide, but we also don't tap a whole lot. 3 mana 3/2 is better than a 4 mana 2/2. I guess that's how we'll view that. I mean, Bright Spear Zealot is just, like, it's fine. I don't know how else to describe it. We'll take something that can put some +1/+1 counters on stuff now. I am seeing a lot of black, but I'm seeing a lot of the bad black cards, which actually makes me feel like somebody is in black.
Leftovers.
Yeah. I don't love the cards are being passed in white-blue, though, so... This is a tough play right now. I mean, I guess we could play this if we needed to. I would really love to open some better stuff.
Mad.
That would be very nice. I would also just love to get a pack. Who the hell's holding up all the packs? You two. Get it together, Ruckus. And Stivut. Stivutva. 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 The Flints de Flinner. Okay, Focus Fire and Night Luminary here are great. I don't know which one to take, though. Probably the removal? Yeah, we'll take the removal. It's hard to pass up the removal. We do have a Focus Fire and a Banishing Light now, which feels pretty good. I honestly think Chrome Companion's the best card here. And I certainly don't love him, but whatever. I don't ever draft this card, so we'll take it for a collection. In fact, we'll have 2 of them. I think we have enough of them, honestly, but... Okay. Yeesh. So we opened up one of the lands that's not really playable. Starfield Shepherd's honestly pretty solid.
It is.
And I think what we're going to play here. Just because it can go get us a Plains. And we're heavier white than we are anything else, so. And it's a flyer. Would love to see something strong get passed our way, but... What's our curve looking like right now? Okay, I'd love to see it topping out around 3. This gives me a lot more lower end stuff to do. Oh! It is hard to turn down a Halaya. It's Halia. It's Halia.
After butchering the
It
name.
is pretty tough to get 3 life off of her and draw the card. So if you have something like a Chrome Companion, where whenever this creature becomes tapped, you gain 1 life, you can actually benefit a lot from that.
Oh yeah, let me come companion call and oh yeah.
The Sculpting Blast can do work here. We could take a top in Mechanizoa, though. Oof. What is our top end? It's like nothing, pretty much. I'm going to take the Mechanizoa just to have a top end. Cryogen Relic is basically just... I mean, it's just phenomenal. It's hard to not play Cryogen Relic. Now, we don't have a lot of, like, sacking artifact synergies, but even just to have it as 2 cards that we draw for 4 mana is solid.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we see another Disculp... at the beginning of your end step, if you control 2 or more tapped creatures, gain 2 life, can be very powerful with Halia. Or Disculpting Blast. How many creatures are we running right now? We have a lot of creatures. I like this Halia synergy, though. But other than that, it doesn't do a whole lot. Ah, I'll take it. Potential really good synergy with Halia. I almost need a way to tap things down, though. So maybe we just take the Wormwall Sweeper just to have something to tap stuff down. I don't know. That sounds like a stretch. I'll take it as a sideboard because I don't love anything else in that pack. Whale's a good card. So is Auxiliary Booster. I think here I'll just take Whale. That's fine. When this becomes tap, Surveil 1's fine. I mean, we'll take the 2 mana 2/3, I guess. Mechan Navigator's okay to loot. I mean, sure, we'll take it. It might not make the final cut, but we'll take it. Now we're just grabbing cards that we're not gonna play. Oh, we got a Disculpting Blast there at the end. That's nice. Alright, well, generally speaking, our deck still doesn't do anything too crazy, but we also don't have to make a ton of cuts here. We kind of just want to cut the things that don't really do anything for us. Like, we kind of have tapped synergy, so I don't know if I really want a Nanoform Sentinel. And then... I don't think Mech and Shieldmate's very powerful. Alright, well, it's not a broken deck, but it's a deck. Oh, I never get to play the Starwinder card, and it seems really good, so I'm just gonna plop him right... No, get back in the deck. I'm just gonna plop him right there as our art.
Love it.
Beautiful. Oh, that does not look good. The way they stretched in there.
Oh.
That's ugly. They didn't do him justice there.
Sometimes.
Huh?
They do some weird shit with the boxes sometimes. How many water bottles have you had today?
This is my 4th. Why?
I'm just curious.
I feel like that's pretty good.
That is. It's better than normal. I mean, I'm used to you taking like 6, so we're getting better from 3 or 2.
Alright, well, we have stuff to do. Yep, we take that. That goes into our hands. He plays an artifact and pays the one he attacked us with Pangolin, but he would have to do both of those. Notably, we don't get to the Extinguisher Battleship unless we get to 8 mana. And having a 2-3 for an aggressive play might have been smarter, but I don't know. Just having this as a top end feels pretty good. Yep, he's going to pay the 1. Wow, that was such a good turn. That was impressive. Alright, we can warp here? Am I determined to do that, or am I determined to just... Yeah, we warp because of the potential to get this guy up to 4. I think that's smarter. I mean, he's not going to block. And if he has removal, then we kind of get burned, but...
That was going to happen.
He can also sack the Cryogen Relic to lock it down for a turn, which is pretty solid. I mean, we are lacking in mana. We missed a land drop. That's never good. Okay, so he's going to lock it down here. That's why he was looking at the Cryogen Relic. Next turn, we can Flight Deck Coordinator, which isn't a horrible play. Mechanizoa can also be flashed in. Okay, he's looking to do something else here. Do we go for really good value? We're at like 5 cards. You would have to discard down to 7. Do we go for the Starwinder play? Like, how crazy? How crazy is the Starwinder play? I feel like he's waiting for us to flash this in to then kill this.
100%.
That's kind of where I feel like he's at. So part of me wants to flash in Mechanizoa here. Warp in, go for the tap down and the stun. Tap and put a stun counter on it. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. I feel pretty good about a hit for 7 here. Alright. No ore plate Pangolin for you for 2 turns. Yep, he does have the... Oh, he doesn't have the kill, he has a bounce. Okay. That's fine too. Really just gets us to the late game, which I'm happy about in the fact that I have a Extinguisher Battleship, so...
Yes.
Alright, so next turn we can play back out the Dual Sun Adepts, and if we do... No, we're not going to draw land, we're going to draw the Dual Sun Adepts. So next turn we just play back out the Dual Sun Adepts. I guess that's what we do. It's not the best play, but he's also a little slow right now too. He didn't immediately play a land, which has me very hopeful that he doesn't have a land in hand. That's obviously a bit of a stretch because he has 6 cards in hand.
Yeah.
You know, okay. I mean, that's not a land, notably. He also doesn't have the... Oh. Okay, well that's coming to get me soon, which is very powerful. But it also, we can get a lot out of stuff here. Ooh. I think for blocking purposes, we're actually better off just playing a 3-3 here. Because we can trade with their 3-3, and he can't attack with the Weft Walker, which just feels like a solid play to me. I'm almost inclined to strictly stay defensive until we play the Extinguisher Battleship here. Right? Like, oh god, that is very scary. Wow. Oh wow, do we need to find lands. This is bad. This is really bad. So if I warp this in for 2 and play the Starfinder Companion, or Chrome Companion, sorry. Alright, so we warp this in for 2 because we need lands desperately. We might even ban a Halia here. I don't know. I mean, she's good, but... And we have Chrome Companion, so we actually have the synergy for Halia. But I'll take the land next turn. And then we'll play out the Chrome Companion here. Okay. Now this notably doesn't die to Extinguisher Battleship, so that's something we need to keep in mind. But the defensive game it is. Okay, we need to kill this. Oh, does he have more removal? That would be pretty insane. I mean, what can you do when they're at 6 mana and you're at 4? You know, not a whole lot. We could play out a 3/5 whale next turn. I don't know exactly how great that is for us. So we are set on survival here.
Period.
If he has...
Well.
Yeah, well... He could have done that anyways. For what it's worth. I need a land, so we bin both of these now. Because if I can't Mechanizoa next turn, I just lose. Basically, pretty much to this guy. So, the reason I played out the 3/5 here is that now unless he can kill the Starbreach Whale, which he totally could. But if he can't kill the Starbreach Whale, the only thing he attacks me with is this guy. Okay, so sure. Bounces both of my creatures and just wins, right? That's enough damage. Cool. Well, it's tough to fall as bad behind on lands as we did, especially when our deck is more aggressive.
Yep.
I mean, we were stuck at 4 lands, I think, until turn 8 there. Which there's just nothing you can do about, really. There was no way for us to survive to the late game. I wonder how much of a difference it makes if we have the 2/3 and we don't grab the battleship. Because, like, we didn't play the battleship.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. Like, if you draw it later and you can go get the battleship, like, obviously, because you're closer to 8 mana, but if you're playing it out early, maybe it's a better play just to make the 2/3.
Yeah.
I don't know, it might be. Yeah, we'll keep this. Well, that's an early flyer that we don't really have an answer for. Well, okay, we do. We have a turn 4 answer for it. Okay. I'm inclined to just see more cards here. That's pretty good. Okay, well, now we're seeing all the lands. Notably. This is the one with Void, and it gets a +1/+1 counter on it. Yep. So a depressurize here sucks, but I mean, I think we just had to play into it.
Yeah.
Notably, he's not attacking here with both. So he is choosing to be more defensive. I don't know what he has. But I'm very curious. No, he's got something. Let's see what it is. What do you have? Oh. Okay. I'll play out the Chrome Companion. He might just have a bounce here that he's waiting to play. I don't know. I wanted to play more pressure on board because I'm really not too worried if I take a damage. Now, what he might have been holding up there is just sacking this to draw a card. I mean, he's always going to have something. He could have been waiting on a white source now that we see that he's playing white. He could have just been color screwed here. That is now 8 cards left in my library.
Wow.
Holy moly. This makes me draw 3 cards. Okay. We're going to lose to that milling us.
Which is just
Yep.
crazy.
We are going to lose to that milling us. Holy shit! Did just like every card that's not land get milled into... Yeah, I mean like every win con here, right? Where's the Mechanizoa? It's right there. Wow.
Everything good with
But lands, right? We got to keep the land. Oh, thank goodness.
Ooh, really need those lands.
Thank goodness for the lands. Well, you know what they say. YOLO.
You only live once. Might as well save up.
What you got for me, Chief?
Mill the deck again.
That's a good play. Yeah, that's fine. Bam. Cool. Yeah, I mean, obviously, if he has a second one of those mill cards, we just lose, right? But he could sack here to draw a card, but he could have something else. Who knows? I deck myself soon with this.
100%.
That's fine. We put that on this.
Yep.
Oh, maybe I should have spread out the damage now that I'm thinking about it, but... Eh. Well, that does nothing. Because this draws me more cards. Holy moly, dude.
You could hit him for like 3.
I have to just full swing here.
Yep.
I mean, he has to block here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless he has something. Kind of looks like he does. I have to activate. He does what he does. Another one, huh? That's really interesting. Huh. That gets it up to 6. Okay. I'm okay with this. I have 5 cards. I will play out a Mecha Navigator. I don't really want to draw. I want to increase my chances of doing 2 damage. This is 3 damage to any target. I sack it for 8. And I now have 8. So I don't deck myself. Do I 4 cards? And this makes... Well, target player draws 3 cards. Oh, and gains 3 life. Okay, so I need to choose myself.
You have to choose yourself.
And then I draw 3. That doesn't kill me. Choose any target. Deals 3 damage to any target. Boom. And then target a player. I draw 3.
Wow.
Holy moly. Huh?
1 card left.
1 card left on the stack of the deck.
Insane.
That was pretty crazy. I mean, we're in white-blue. That's actually the type of card we could run. We could run that just to lay the pressure on the opponent. Hey, darling.
Hi, honey.
Would have loved to seen like a Mouth of the Storm or 2. That would make me feel so much better about this deck, but just didn't happen.
Beggars can't be choosers.
But hey, you know, it's not an 0-3 either, so...
Also facts.
And actually, one more win here and we tie our other run, so...
Exactly.
I mean, we could lose twice and do worse than our other run, but there's also a lot of potential for doing better than our other run.
Exactly.
This has a technically turn 3 play. God, we can just, like, why can't we draw any of our cheap stuff?
I don't know.
I mean, a 2-drop off the top is pretty huge here, but then we need to follow it up with lands. But a 2-drop off the top is huge, because then we can 2-drop into this as a 3-drop into this next turn, even if we don't have lands, to put a +1 on each of them.
Yeah.
Which is pretty solid.
What?
That, sir, is not a 2-drop. Okay, now I just want to find my 4th land. The hell is this? Oh, that's just a Godless Shrine. Well, that's notably better. I did find the 4th land, for what it's worth. So next turn I can Survey Mechan, and then the next turn I can Weft Blade onto both of them. Does he have... I mean, he's in black-white. Surely he has 7 ways to remove my thing. Or not. Okay, so this is the double spelling card that just goes insane. This is 3, right? Yeah. Alright. Well, we'll just hold this up here. I mean, if he starts double spelling, he starts just profiting, but... I don't know. Next turn, buffing this seems pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the ideal draw 2 here, so look at that. Plays a card, draws a card, plays another card, gets a +1/+1 on this, and draws another card. What a value.
That was good.
Sunstar Lightsmith is very powerful. I also then can't attack next turn even if I buff this up, because it'll still only be a 3/3.
Oh, sweat man. Oh,
I actually think this is probably decent.
yeah.
We could get completely blown out by a, what's it called? I don't even remember the name of the spell.
Wait, I have to describe it.
It does damage to target attacking or blocking creature.
Oh, that's a lot of them.
Focus Fire. That's not a lot of them. I think it's one of them.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's a Squire's Sunlight.
Oh.
Interesting. Yep. Major blowout there. Jesus Christ. I don't even know what I can do.
Honestly valid.
I mean, I guess I can warp this in. Tap that down.
Yeah, I do that.
And then play out the Mechan Navigator.
Yeah.
If I pull a land next turn, I'm in a better position, but... Dear Lord.
Yeah.
Oh my god, an Elegy Acolyte? Why have I never seen this card? That's my question. How many times have I drafted this set and I've never seen this rare? Literally never. I mean, obviously you first pick it no matter what. Like, so I understand that. But how have I not opened it, you know?
No, literally, no. You should have at least one, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just block here and pray.
Literally.
Oh, I didn't even think about Void trick. Well, Void would have triggered either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually dead on board now.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I'm legit dead on board. Okay, well. 'Twas a horrible match. That might be one of the best white-black decks I've seen. I mean, to have all of that by turn 6 is kind of insane.
That's not really something you see that often.
Yeah. I mean, he just did everything he wanted to do.
Yeah.
Perfect draws, perfect plays.
And we did everything we did.
Well, and then, like, I can't get a hand with a 2-drop in it to save my life, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. My hand didn't have a 3-drop in it either, which I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of.
Yeah.
So that's 13 of my cards, you know, and I draw 7 of them to start out with.
Exactly.
How do I not see that? I mean, maybe you make the argument for mulliganing, but I just feel like you get so burnt by mulliganing.
Yeah, honestly. It's like, no, you know, when cards dealt, they're gonna dealt.
Like, this is fine. This is a 2-drop into a 3-drop, or sort of. I can play it. I have a Mechan Navigator on turn 2, that's fine. It lets me kind of see through my deck as well. I mean, this is great, actually, because I can start drawing and then discarding the lands that I have way too many of. Okay, go get a plane, submit. Then I attack. I will discard the planes. Holy crap. For the love of everything, give me a card that's not a freaking planes. And then the Sunset Saboteur. A 6/2 Sunset Saboteur.
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
That's literal insanity.
That is actually insane. So I play this out as a creature. Alright, well, we have the double block. Okay. Okay, the amount of planes that I've drawn is actually ridiculous. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is just hold up Cerebral Download and hope that I can play something powerful in the next turn. That's fine. I mean, I have to double block here, right? I just have to get rid of this thing. If he has the removal spell, he has the removal spell, but that's wow. I mean, it's hard to beat that. We can search here for removal, but this is pretty powerful against him. Yeah. Oh my god! Nothing but lands!
Oh, heck.
This is insane. Oh, and that gave it trample. That's kind of crazy. Oh, okay, I do have the 2 blockers. That's actually, that part's nice. I kind of forgot that I was going to get that.
The -3.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is fine. This is fine. I'm happy to discard a planes here. So do I maximize here with a... Yeah. Great. I think I have literally pulled... There are 22 cards left in my deck.
Wow.
And there is 1 planes left in that deck.
Wow.
I'm only running 2 colors.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That makes me feel better. What you gonna put it on here, Chief? Yes. I will discard the planes that you know about, good sir. Alright. I don't really want you putting those on anything else, so I'm actually not gonna block that. And I drew the other planes. And I drew the other planes. You cannot make this up.
No, you really can't.
Alright, well. There's... How many islands have I discarded? Any? No. Okay, so there are still like 6 islands in here, but the rest of them are all playable cards. And somehow, some way, I will pull an island off the top. I can just feel it.
Yep.
What does this do? I quit 5? Dear God. To give it +2/+1? Alright, what removal do you have? That's what it looks like. Yep. Okay, and more? Question mark? No, I'm not gonna let you put 2 on the Ice Cave Crasher. I'm not that dumb. No blocks. What did I say? What did I say?
That's ridiculous.
There's only 8 of these in this deck, so there are 16 non-land cards out of 20. There were 5 out of 21, and I managed to draw a land.
Absolutely ridiculous.
I'm just diversifying damage here. Okay. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. Does he have another Biosynthetic Burst? That just seems crazy to me. Oh, it's the smarter play. He does. Jesus Christ. Oh. Never mind, I lied. Okay. I just play this, and I see what's on the horizon. Halia gains me a little bit of life, but that doesn't actually do a whole lot for me. I don't know. How much top end is in this deck? I don't really remember. I'll play the Halia. What does this give it? +2, +1? Wait, why am I attacking with 2/2s into this? That would be stupid. Alright. Okay. Okay. Well. I'm just gonna play out the Halia. Have we played out the other double striker? Are they both in our graveyard? No. Okay, we still have the potential of pulling the other double striker, which is a very good mana sink. So I'm going to keep playing out my lands purely because of that. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I like the idea of putting him on a 2-turn clock here. Even if we don't block next turn. Yeah. I like the idea of that. I mean, we don't know what he's gonna draw. Now, if he holds this back with Reach, we could be in a top decking situation, and then, of course, he could profit off of that. And obviously, he has the mana, and he's in the colors to play like a whatever the green crazy uncommon is. What is the name of that thing? Earthshaker, Dreadmaw, or something like that. I don't know. The Leviathan. That does work. Wow. Okay, so he drew a 5/5. That's kind of insane. A Banishing Light wins us the game here, notably. Hmm. Seven, he goes down to 2. This enters, and he gets... I don't know. Does that win us the game? I don't know. Yeah. So he needs another play. That's why I did what I did. Is he needs another play. That's pretty solid. I want that to die, not the other thing, because then he can buff. Alright, let's see what you got. That's smart. That's also smart. Okay, we did it! Cut it a little close. But we did it. Alright, the deck lives to see another game. For those of you wondering if Ashley's still here, she is off to the side, asleep, living her best life. Yep, here we go again. I mean, I do have a 2-drop into a 3-drop, so. Yup. Did I not call it? You would think I'm running too many lands, and I'm not. Damn, that kind of ruins us. Damn. This is getting ridiculous. Alright, we just build up our boards next to each other. Oh, God. So now I need to find a banishing light. Well, I'm glad I surveilled. Can't actually kill me, so. Yep. Alright, he got it there. That's powerful. It's pretty good too, though. And he's down to 7. He doesn't do a whole lot if he chooses to play it out again. That's the catch here. Alright. Pretty good. Alright, well, I'll do this ability, but... God damn it. Do I want to kill that? That is Death Touch. And he gains eternal life? Yeah, no. Alright, well, he's stabilized. Servandum's broken. What is the landfall trigger on this? That's crazy. Yeah, I think that's a good trade. Alright, well, he's got plenty of cards. Like I said, I think this is stabilization in the making. Sure, dude. That's crazy. Oh my god. You're in step. I mean, we got plenty of life here. Alright, so we've drawn 9 lands. There's 8 out of 21. That's a fair distribution. Never mind, there's 2 lands in the graveyard. Not fair at all. Jesus Christ, dude. That one takes 10. Yeah, right. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna attack with the vigilance. Be smart. So now I'm at 24, but it's just beats from here. So I basically have to draw my... Oh, now it's just over. What a draw. What a draw. One less land and I win. That's all there was to it. One less land and I would have won. It doesn't matter. There is no win now. Okay, well, we tried. Huh? You didn't watch any of it. It's okay. I'm just saying, what are you proud of? You don't know anything to... Huh? I did not do so good. That is indeed not true. The deck... Every single game, the deck flooded me out.
Start talking.
I'm talking. I've been talking.
Okay.
Why?
Snape said who broke the mic.
Huh?
Snape had said who broke the mic.
Oh? Why is the mic broken?
I don't know. That's why I was trying to figure out. It sounds fine.
Yeah, every single game I got flooded there.
Oh, weird.
I think every single game I pulled only half my deck, other than I guess the game that I got milled. But I pulled half my deck, and I pulled 12 or more lands.
Wow.
From only half my deck. When half the lands is 8.5. But still. It's just really unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
Yeah. That being said, I didn't have a lot of top end and stuff, so.
He said sounds robotish with a fan in the background, kinda.
Gotcha. That's probably just because it's set to the surround thing.
Oh, probably.
That's probably all it is. Well, alas, we don't really have the means to draft anymore.
Dang. But we have the decks.
So, wow, 2 mythics from...
Ooh.
Crazy.
Your first are bonding on this count.
Adasia.
Tezzeret.
And a Tezzeret? Where were these in the draft?
Literally.
Crazy. Alright, well, we hope you guys enjoyed the stream. We know it was a light one here with just a couple of drafts. I'm going to stay on this account and finish these challenges, but I don't know if I'll do that on stream. I guess I will, right? That's probably a good... Huh? Yes? Why don't you want to say yes out loud?
I did say yes out loud.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, I'll finish these ones. So I need green and white or cast creature spells, so I guess we'll just go for the green and white deck.
Yeah, so all you do is cast creatures.
And, start the grind towards this account getting more gold.
Literally.
Well, 2 relatively bad drafts for the night, but I will say in an inordinate amount of them, the land screwed me over, so...
Yeah, like it was.
I feel like I face that so much more than the average person.
100%.
And it's not like I don't think I did anything to build the lands wrong in that last deck, because it was straight up 9 of one color, 8 of the other. Like, you can't really get worse than that.
No, you can't.
And the game just said no.
The game saw you get better at deck building and decided you couldn't win.
That's fine. Oh, because next turn I actually... Well, if he's going to use stab on that, then I will attempt the good fortune unicorn. Oh my god, he still has priority, so he has another stab. Like, what the hell?
You're casting your creature.
What am I supposed to do about that? The double stab is kind of freaking ridiculous. That's a really good card, but I don't think I'll get to it. Nope. I want lands. Okay, so he discarded the Arcanist. You know, come to think of it, how playable is Arcanist in your deck? 6-mana creature that taps to draw 3.
Probably pretty playable.
It is triple blue.
Oh.
Dude, where the hell are the lands?
Yeah.
Sure, counter it. I dare you.
The damn vanilla creature.
He had another stab. I mean, he can help me go find my fucking lands. Nope. Like, I can't even get lands in my other... Dude, what? What do you have? What the fuck? This is ridiculous!
But he kept a 1 creature.
Oh my god. I'm so ready to just quit. I'm so ready to just quit. Yep. Yeah, I think we just quit this one. It's just an insane hand compared to mine. Or,
Yeah.
like, to mine. It's like the perfect counter of what I had. 3 stabs, an Essence Scatter, the ability to put Arcanist in the graveyard, and the Zombify to get him back out is just...
Insane.
What? You know. I got the green-white, so now I just have to play creatures. I guess I like this deck more.
Yeah.
It's my most consistent win, and the game doesn't go on forever. So I think the white-black deck probably wins more often, but the games go on forever because you have to, like, you have to get to the point where the creatures are really big. And then knowing your luck, they're going to play the Simic deck and just win anyways because that wins in the long run against you. Like, this can outspeed the Simic deck. Really, nothing else can. Well, a lot of them can, obviously. Like, white-red can outspeed the Simic deck. But this also has a really strong late game, so I feel like it's generally the best, like... It's the best mid-range control.
Yeah. 100%.
Well, we could get aggroed here, but we'll see. Fogbank is pretty good anti-aggro, but then they could just, like, stab it. In which, there's not much we can do about that. Alright, that's pretty good. Because that's unblockable now. Assuming he sacrifices the Diagraph. Sack the Diagraph, draw a card, unblockable 2 damage. Isn't the end of the world. He has something. Told you you'd have something. You don't look at the fog bank unless you have something.
Literally.
Oh. That's actually fine. So now he might not actually bother to, he might not bother to sack the diagraph. He might just attack here. Yep, called it. Crazy. Doesn't really matter what I block. Sure, I wanted more land. That was my ideal version of a good time. So now he held up removal because he looked at the fog bank, so he has removal. Well, I shouldn't say held up, but he decided to wait on removal. So now he'll probably either remove the fog bank or the dazzling angel here. I wouldn't be too surprised about that. We might have to stasis snare the slumbering Cerberus. I really don't want to, but
Yeah.
alas, we might have to. So now he's going to unblockable here. Okay, so he's got the thing where when it dies, it buffs it and it comes back. I don't want to deal with that, so I will just not block and take 2. Sure, I got to save 2 damage there. Told you he had the removal. Called that from a mile away. Now, do I remove this now, or do I take some damage? I think I just stay ahead on board and remove this now. I don't know, I had flash. I totally could have waited to do that. He could make himself unblockable. I'm going to take 4 here, which I don't love, but I can Sarah Angel next turn.
It's a win.
It might have been smarter to hang back. I mean, we do have him on lands. I'll give us that much.
Yep.
The deck he's playing can do a lot with 3 mana, but that's one of the things that can do a whole lot. That's pretty good. Granted, so is my turn. Yep. I think here we just hang back, as unfortunate as it is. Yep, he's going to play a land here. Not a big surprise there. He played out Hero's Downfall, but he might have other removal. We don't know. We hung back, so now he can get infinite Seer Slicer Goblin triggers off of Vampire Gormand and then sacking the goblins that then give him another goblin. So I might want to just play more aggressive here. Which I can next turn, mind you, with the Empyrean Angel. Dude, what? Okay, I thought he was going to attack with the Seer Slicer there. Seems like a bad idea. What you sacking? Cool. I don't want to lose the angel, so I won't block this turn, and then next turn I can turtle. The turtle gives me a relatively consistent blocker that I feel pretty good about. I just don't want to lose my Sarah Angel or my Dazzling Angel here, because I hit for 8 next turn is pretty good.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright. Well, he's dead on board to flyers. So he has to worry about that. Okay. I wonder what he'll do. Jesus. Is there some sort of mass buff I'm not aware of?
In red-black? I don't think so.
He might just realize that he's dead and he needs to find something.
I
So I don't risk losing the creatures that kill him. I just take 6 here. Okay.
Damn. Alright, well, you win.
Well, we don't know that for sure.
Facts.
He's holding something up at instant speed. Good game. Now we win.
Woo!
Yay.
Woo, that's my man.
I'm not horrible at the game.
You're not.
It's tough when you go 2 and 3 back to back in drafts. Kind of makes you feel bad. All right, that is the challenges. And the account is at 3,000.
Good.
So now your account is at like 6, the other account is at like 5 or 6, and then this one's at 3. So they're all on the like
Couple days.
2 or 3 more days ish. 3 to 4 probably. 3 to 4 more days. Maybe 5 for some of the, like 5 for something like this. Maybe even more than 5 for something like this. Before they're going to be drafting again. Which is fine. I mean, I got my spiel of it there. I mean, I've drafted a lot of Edge of Eternities, so.
Yeah.
And we could always go in and make the store purchase, especially on the main account. Okay, that will do it for the video now. So if you guys were watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Twitch, hello, you're awesome. But if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you guys so much for making it through this. If you haven't liked the video, commented, subscribed, any and all of it's greatly appreciated. We are on the road to 200, and we are 2 away at the time of recording this. So if you check subscribers and it's higher than 198, we have gained since we recorded this, but you could be the next subscriber regardless of what number it is, and we would love to have you as part of the Roll School family. But like I said, we're on the grind to 200. That's our immediate goal. Our goal for the end of the year has been 225, and it still seems doable, so keep being awesome on that front. And yeah, I think that's everything we have for them. All right, well, that is all we have for you. We will see you guys in whatever comes next. Until then, may those rolls be ever in your favor. And we will see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye y'all.